Hi guys, in this episode of ADK, I'm gonna be checking out all of the releases so far this year of one of my favorite girl groups ever, ITZY, with those songs being Sneakers, Boys Like You, and Cheshire. And I know some of you are gonna be asking, why am I doing them all together like this? Why did I not react to them earlier, especially because it's been quite a few months since like Sneakers was released. And the reason is because, as it seems, a lot of K-pop reaction channels tend to be, I get overwhelmed by the releases because, and for me especially, it's because I do stuff outside of K-pop reactions as well, a lot of different stuff. So it's just kind of hard to keep up with doing both the reactions and the other stuff. And now it's just come the time for me to react to it, and I just decided to do them all. Otherwise I was probably going to do them one by one, but there's no point, might as well do them all at once. And I'm honestly pretty excited because it's 4 title tracks. There's going to be at least 1 or 2 songs out of these 2 that I am gonna like. But the thing is, at least when it comes to Sneakers, I'm expecting definitely to not really be the biggest fan of it, because since it's been quite a few months since the release of that song, I've already kind of heard a little bit of it, at least like the hook or the chorus or whatever it is. I'm gonna see as I get into it, but I've definitely heard the part which goes like, put those sneakers on, or something along those lines, and it just doesn't sound necessarily as good as other releases that they have done. So yeah, at least for that one I'm not expecting to like it, but you never know. Sometimes when you expect the worst, you actually get the best. So I guess without further ado, let's get into the reaction and see which one of the 2 we're going to be getting with the first song, Sneakers, in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, let's go. Like what? don't give a now like that. Got me down already done. 색감각이 보는 게 재질, that's not my fault. 여자 I don't care at all. 내 멋대로 갈 거야. 필요 없어 all day.
So far it's actually not that bad, actually. Okay, it's actually more melodic than I thought it was gonna be. Also some really cool outfits in this music video. I also really like the choreo. I'm glad that the footwork is really cool in a song called Sneakers, you know? Man, I'm really liking how all of them look in this music video. Damn, this is genuinely some of the best looks for all of them. I'm gonna talk about it more in the second reaction. Okay, so I definitely have quite a lot to say about this song. Um, it's definitely not my favorite ITZY song by any stretch of the imagination. And in fact, what was the last song that ITZY released? I think the last song of theirs that I at least reacted to was Voltage, which was a Japanese track, and again wasn't necessarily my favorite ITZY song, but I actually did grow to like it quite a lot. The biggest issue with that song for me was the lack of catchiness. Like, I feel like it definitely could have been catchier. The quality was up there, but the catchiness wasn't. Although the part by Leah, which goes tick tock, Kiko at a timer, that part was so catchy, and I've listened to that song so many times just because of that part. So I honestly don't remember what was the last song of theirs that I actually really enjoyed. Off the top of my head, it would be Mafia in the Morning, probably. Oh no, it was what was the other song? Oh my god, I forgot. It was Loco. Loco was actually really good. And unlike Loco, for example, again, this song doesn't quite have the weight of it, doesn't quite have the catchiness of it, and doesn't quite have the powerful melody that carries the song. It definitely has more of those things than I thought it was going to be, because I actually honestly thought that this song was going to be kind of in the vein of Not Shy, where it was going to be very sync talking and shouting based, like a lot of ITZY songs are in general. But it was actually less of that than I thought it was going to be, like I said. The music video was actually also pretty entertaining. Mostly the outfits. I don't really care about the story or whatever it was happening necessarily in the music video, but I did really enjoy all the outfits and the looks of the girls. I think the haircuts that all of them had in this music video were probably their best haircuts ever. So there's that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be listening to this song outside of the reaction after this, because it's just not that interesting. If I end up listening to it a lot, it's going to be because it's ITZY, not because it's good. I just want to make that distinction clear. But yeah, we're still going to listen to it a second time before I say my final thoughts. So without further ado, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Like what? 새로운 기분 I like that. Going going already done. 색감기 보는 게
And also, it's more funky than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I think this one has the potential to be a grower, aka a song that grows on you with time. I love Eugene's hair with the black and the orange at the end. That looks so good. But all of them look so good with their hair, man. I really dig this melodic pre-chorus. I can definitely see people criticizing this song and saying that more of it should have been like this. As a fan of sneakers myself, I approve this song. Okay. I'm definitely glad that there is more to the song than just put my sneakers on. Because, again, that was my biggest worry getting into this song. That since I've already heard that part already several times, I was worried that I was spoiled on the best part of the song. So I'm glad that there is more things in the song that are actually just as fun as that catchy hook, because the hook already feels kind of overplayed for me. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not my favorite ITZY song. I'm probably gonna end up listening to it even outside of this, but I think they've released better. And in a way, I can definitely see myself saying that this is probably their worst title track, but I still wouldn't call it a bad title track. It's still pretty decent. It's just their weakest one, you know? And as a way to signify it, I guess I'm going to give this one a 7.9 out of 10, which might be kind of harsh, but again, uh, it is a little bit my fault because I've already been spoiled about the hook, and I cannot overstate how hearing the hook of a song before I listen to the whole song harms a song for me and ruins a song for me. So it could be also just me having already heard that part, but I don't think really even then, even if I hadn't, I don't think it would be significantly higher rated. It probably would be something like an 8.1 out of 10. So yeah, I don't know. I'm also kind of rating it low because I'm expecting that the next three songs that we're going to be checking out are going to be better than this, so I don't want to blow my load too early, you know. Still, we have two more songs to check out, so without further ado, let's get into the next one, Boys Like You, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, they all fell for the same guy? Love that outfit. Man, ITZY has such a cool style that perfectly fits with what I like, you know?
Why you calling me up? Saying sorry again. Already told you it's done. What didn't you get? Don't forget you're the one that tried to give him my friends. The end, the end, the end.
Was this a comeback?
You must be going crazy, thinking I'll be back. I'm sorry, 'cause you're crying like a baby, but I look like your mommy. Take a look into the mirror.
Or was this an English release?
Sit down and shut up. You did it to yourself. Boy, gonna diss me. Boy, I'm so pissed. Boy, gonna miss me. Boy, you are dismissed.
I'm gonna have to check. This kind of feels like an early 2000s song. An early 2010s K-pop song. I could also see it being that. Oh yeah, this so feels like an early 2000s Western song. I kinda dig it. I love the early 2000s, so... This is definitely the definition of teen crush song. And again, I'm curious, what did people think about this? This might be one of their best songs, period, honestly. I really love the early 2000 aesthetic of this one, man. Okay, so before I say anything, I want to look up whether this was like a Western release or something. Was it an American single or whatever? Because K-pop groups nowadays do kind of do that, I guess. I'm gonna be back with you in a second. So it is. It is a Western release. It's their first English single, and honestly, I love it. I'm definitely into it. I don't know. This song kind of makes me annoyed at how I listen to K-pop, because this song, if it was in Korean, I don't necessarily think I would enjoy it as much as I did in English. And I think that is because of the language barrier. Not that I necessarily understood too much of like what they were singing about in the song anyway, but I don't know, there's just this barrier in my mind, I guess, when it comes to K-pop songs and Western music, and I guess I'm looking for different things in the different music markets. And I've explained before that when it comes to Western music, I am more open to like slower songs because I'm able to appreciate the emotions of the song and the lyrics in the moment of listening to the song compared to the Korean ones, which I can't really. So when it comes to K-pop songs, I focus more on the sound, which is why I enjoy the more energetic and loud kind of K-pop songs. But the thing is, like I said, for this one, I didn't necessarily understood much of the lyrics, and yet I still kind of experienced more of the emotion than I would have if it was in Korean. I definitely gotta check myself when it comes to that. I gotta be more open-minded when it comes to K-pop songs because I really like this song. I love the early 2000s aesthetic. I am a sucker for anything from the early 2000s. Hell, like my whole channel basically revolves around the early 2000s with all the shows and movies from back then that I am reacting to, you know? Man, I like it. We're definitely listening to this one a second time, even though I don't really feel like this one needs it, and it doesn't really make me want to listen to it as much as Blah 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 did, but at this point I'm probably going to be reacting to every single song twice, so it would feel weird for me not to do it for this one. So without further ado, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. You know, I think this is a really good way of delving into the Western market, I guess. This is essentially what their sound is, but in English. Like, this is a very good adaptation of their K-pop sound into English, in my eyes. Because their music is in general very Teen Crush-like. And this is exactly that. Teen Crush. Or pop punk, because it is the early 2000s. It sounds like the early 2000s. You know, I keep forgetting that they are my age. I'm still in the mind space that K-pop idols are older than me, but they are pretty much my age. I'm pretty sure. Because I'm 22, for those wondering. Well, good thing I'm not a boy. because I definitely would love to date you.
I see through sweet little eyes.
I'm trans, for those wondering.
When you started to fight, the blame is on you. I'm red flag and I'm gone. Already on to the next. Where you must be going crazy, thinking I'll be back. I'm sorry, 'cause you're crying like a baby, but I look like your mommy. Take a look into the mirror if you wonder why you lost me. Gotta sit down and shut up. You did it to yourself. Boy, don't
I love the pre-chorus and the chorus. They slap so hard.
gonna miss me, boy. You were
And the choreo as well is so fun. Man, I love how much this sounds like the early 2000s. I can't get over it. It just makes me so giddy. The nostalgia is getting me so giddy, dude. I can't wait until the general pop culture starts focusing on the 2000s as its focus decade. Also, fitting outfit, and I didn't even plan for it. You did really well with this one. Okay. So now you're gonna see how wild my rating system is, I guess. Because for this one, I am going to give them a 10 out of 10. I don't necessarily think the quality of this song is as good as blah blah blah. I still think that song is better. The reason why I love this song a lot is nostalgia, and I recognize that. And I love how similar the sound is to the early 2000s. They definitely nailed that part. And I think that in general the song is like really good. But quality-wise, it's more of a 9.1 out of 10 rather than a 10 out of 10. The reason why I will be giving it a 10 out of 10 is because I like giving 10 out of 10 to songs or releases that impact me. I guess my rating system is more of a system based on impact, less so necessarily on quality, although quality and personal preference also get included in that rating. But in this one, I feel like the quality is pretty high, my personal enjoyment is really high, and it's definitely a really impactful release because it's their first English release, and it's really good, you know? I like it a lot. And now I'm curious how I'm gonna feel about their most recent comeback, Cheshire, which I don't think was released actually that long ago, probably like a week or two ago from the point of recording, which is the first week of December for me. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'm gonna like it. There's only one way to find out, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Wrong group. True and Fake, or Fake was Twice's song. Damn. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Dude, I love the transitions in this one. So many cool transitions and facial expressions, dude. What the hell? Okay, I definitely dig that chorus. This is definitely different from their typical releases. And there's so many outfits in this music video, I cannot even keep up with it to decide whether I like them or not. Definitely don't like them as much as for the previous 3 music videos. Okay. It do be a K-pop song. Honestly, I feel like this is actually a really good way to describe this song, for me personally. Because I kind of like it. I mean, I'm kind of unsure. It sounds different from the typical ITZY sound. In that regard, I kind of even like Sneakers more, because even though it wasn't my favorite song of theirs, at least it sounded like ITZY. But obviously, I also want to promote groups experimenting with their sound and not just sticking with their sound, so I'm not gonna say that this is worse than Sneakers just because it's different. And I also don't think that that is the case. I do think this is pretty good. It's just that I'm kind of unsure about how I feel about it, because it kind of sounds somewhat generic. Like, I easily could have seen other girl group in K-pop doing this song, and I feel like I probably would have liked it more actually if they did it, because of my preconceived notions for what an ITZY song should sound like. So yeah, there's a lot going on in terms of how I feel about this song. I think I will feel better about it after the second listen. I'll be have a more clear understanding about how I feel about it, but yeah, I don't know. It just feels like a K-pop song. It sounds like a K-pop song. Which is kind of a weird way to describe it, but that's kind of the most accurate way to describe it. It feels like a K-pop song that any group could have done. Boy or girl group, honestly. All things considered. So it's definitely not bad, but I don't know if I like that it came from ITZY. Is, I guess, how I'm gonna put it at the end there. But yeah, we're still gonna get into it a second time before I decide on my final thoughts. So without further ado, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1.
Don't ask me 무슨
I do kind of dig the more singing focused approach that they have for this song. You know what is a good way to describe this song? It sounds like what I would expect ITZY to sound like if they ever left GYP. I think most K-pop fans are gonna end up liking this song. It definitely feels mass appealing, for lack of a better term. I really like the grey outfits. Those are probably my favorite in this music video. Okay. Again, I definitely want to commend them for trying something different and not just sticking to their sound. Because, like, yes, I do prefer when groups stick to their sound because I am a multi-fandom kind of K-pop fan. I listen to many groups, so if I want a specific sound, I can go to a specific group that frequently doesn't, you know? But I do not mind if groups experiment once in a while, as long as they still give me the kind of music that I originally fell in love with them for. So, as a one-off release, hell, even if they switched up their sound to something more like this, I'm okay with it, honestly. Overall, I think it's pretty good. I think the quality is probably higher than Sneakers, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still just kind of on the fence about it ultimately. It's enjoyable. I like the singing in it quite a lot even. I feel like long term I'm probably gonna end up liking it. But the fact that it doesn't quite feel like an ITZY song, it feels more like an average or general K-pop song, kind of bothers me a little bit, you know? Like, I feel like any other group could have done this and I would have liked it. I feel like, in a way, I just expect something more from ITZY. Like something more sharp, more impactful. This is not bad by any means, but I want them to kick me in the face, not to soothe me, you know? But yeah, I don't know. In terms of a rating for this song, I mean, quality-wise, it is, like, up there for sure. Personally, definitely lower. In terms of impact, I guess it's also kind of up there, so it kind of ultimately amounts to, like, a 9.8 out of 10. It's a good song. It's definitely a good song. But I'm just not sure how to feel about it ultimately. And I feel like even with just 2 listens, I'm not gonna really be able to decide. This is something that I need at least like a week of listening to, or even more, to really decide how I feel about it. It's something that it needs more time to really sit in my mind. But yeah, I don't know. I am curious though, what did you guys think about these 4 ITZY songs? Comment those down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before in this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 7 patrons on Patreon. Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corvided, Hotshot Ninja, Edzap123, Salt93160, and Tia Rose Gelatly. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it, it really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you have continued to support me such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, have support so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!